Hello YouTube, I'm this guy, and I'm going to be giving you guys a local report for this past weekend at my locals. Overall, it was a big success on my part. The deck did what I wanted to do. The combo really worked, threw people off, which is what I wanted. And I did get a lot of advice on the deck, so thank you to all you people that did that for me at my locals. I also thank all the people that commented on my video and gave me some advice on the deck. But I'm going to go over through the deck itself, the cards I probably will take out after testing it this weekend, and give you guys my matchups and how the matchups went. So first off, the matchups, get that started. Round 1 was ABCs. It was a complete blowout on my part, 2-0. ABC player didn't expect what I had. Kind of was thrown off by it a little. I think I threw his game off a little. OTK'd him twice, both games, so it was kind of funny. He wasn't, like I said, wasn't expecting it, and the ABC matchup wasn't bad at all. A lot of people were telling me that that's probably why he burst matchup, and it wasn't really. I didn't have no problems with it, didn't sweat at all. I knew I had it once he kept trying to turbo out ABC Buster. I believe came in clutch because I would always put it on his side of the field. He couldn't tag out with it, so it was basically GG at that point. Round 2 was against the Trickstar Sky Striker matchup, and I'll get more into that, but all I'm going to say about this was it was 2-1. He took game 1, I took game 2, he took game 3, and the Reincarnation, Drill and Lock, Bird Lock sucks balls. I hate it. I didn't know it was going to be that much of a blowout on my part. That lock did blow me out both times when he did it, game 1 and 3. So game 2 he tried to do it, but I was able to draw into my reboot, so I rebooted the Reincarnation and then took the game from there. Game 3 I really wish I would have drew into my red reboot or my damage juggler, because if I did, then I probably would have had it because I had all the combo pieces in my hand. But, you know, it is what it is. That's Yu-Gi-Oh! But all I'm going to say is I hate that lock with a passion now. So after that, it was 1-1. I did go up against the Dark Magician deck. 2-1. New. The player was new. Went easy on them. So could have went 2-0 and blew them out, but didn't want to discriminate this person in general. So they had fun. I had fun. That's all that mattered. So after round 3, it was 2-1. Round 4 came along, and again it was a Sky Striker Trickstar matchup. This one was a little different. Game 1, he won. Game 2, I won. Game 3, I could have won, but I gave him the match because and I'll explain more about it in a second. But I gave him the match because I didn't have time to do top 8 anyways, and then number 2, my deck didn't deserve to be on the top 8. To be honest, I think I would have probably struggled because there was all Sky Striker Trick Stars and a couple of pure Sky Strikers in the top 8. So yeah, I definitely probably would have struggled. But overall, my deck basically performed the way I wanted it to. In my deck profile, I probably should have been a little more clear on my deck in general. The whole point of it was to turbo out the Lee Max combo to see how well that would do. And I did get my answer. Like I said, it was a really, really good success. It did what it did, and no one was able to stop it when I was able to pull it off. Cards I would take out after the testing and after this tournament, definitely King of D's. Like I said, my buddy's idea was out there, and I agreed with him. I agreed that the King of D was probably going to be good, and overall it was a good card. It was just not, it was like an over necessary card to have in that deck. If I was running like pure Blue Eyes, then I could see running the King of D, but since our goal and objective was the Max Dragon / Ivy Lee, King of D kind of, counteracted what I wanted it to do with that deck. So I'm definitely probably going to cut that out to make room for this NG this guy gave me, which I'll get into later. because this guy came up with a really good idea. Also, cards I would probably take out would be the Pot of Desires. I really hated that card. I mentioned it in my profile, but I thought I would need it, and honestly, I only desired a few times, and when I did, it was like kind of brutal. I banished at one point I did banish all 3 of my eye beliefs in that desire play, and I cried. I did. I cried a little in my heart. I have. And then one point I banished like 2 of my max dragons, and then I didn't draw them to the 3rd one, so it was kind of sad. Because if the other 2 were in there, I probably would have drew into it. But yeah, overall, I'm probably just going to take the Desires out because I just have such bad luck with that card. If anyone has better luck than I do, then definitely probably would keep it in that deck. But I'm going to take the Desires out to make room for certain cards I probably think I should use that people are advising me to run. The other thing was someone mentioned advanced arts on my profile. I think it was Rogue Player. Yeah, Rogue Player. He mentioned advanced art on my deck profile. He commented on it. Also, a few other people that was at my locals mentioned it too. The reason why I didn't run it in this event, but I am going to run it, because I do have advanced art. I just need one more because I think I'm just going to run the 2-2 ratio because I think that is the best ratio. Because I really didn't think I needed it because I was going to be drawing so much, and I did. And I imagined that if I had it, then I wouldn't be able to get into it because I wouldn't have Blue Eyes White Dragon in my deck because it would always be in my hand or in my graveyard because of Chaos Swarm because I'm trying to turbo it out. So, with that being said, yes, I am going to run 2-2. I'm going to make Desires is probably going to be coming out for the advanced arts. The 2 Desires for the 2 advanced arts. So, and then the other thing is I was looking through my local store's case that they have for their cards, and I seen a Goblin, and I'm like, and I was like pondering on it if I wanted the Goblin or not. I did have some credit, so I got the Goblin for $9, and I'm going to tell you right now, that's probably the best investment I made for this deck, that $9 Goblin, because Goblin came in such clutch today. It was really good, which is the reason why I think the other NG this guy mentioned to me would become really clutch, because it does the exact same thing that Goblin would do for me, which is give me that additional normal summon. I'm sure you guys probably already know that NG, so I'm going to go ahead and talk about it now. This brilliant idea this guy came up with for this deck, and no pun intended here, it was the Brilliant Fusion NG. I can really see how the Brilliant Fusion NG can co-sync with this deck, and how it can have synergize with this deck, because I am running the Trick Clown Damage Juggler, which I'm going to talk about the Perform Mage after this, the NG itself. But, yeah. Because if I dump the Trick Clown or I dump the Damage Juggler, Trick Clown, whichever, I can still get the plus off of it, and also I get the additional normal summon off of Seraph Knight. So I can really see how Seraph Knight, the Brilliant Fusion NG, becomes really good. I just really hope I don't draw that one copy of the Gem Knight that I need to dump. Because knowing my luck, I'd probably always draw that card, and then I'm probably going to hate that NG. But I can see how that NG becomes really good, though. And why people would run that card. Perform Mage NG. It did perform. It did do what I wanted it to do. But I will be taking that NG out because it was just so I can just turbo out the Nightmares. I really don't need to turbo out the Nightmares with this deck. I seen that today. A few OTKs I did get with the deck didn't require the Max Dragon, which was the whole point. I wanted to be able to OTK without the Max Dragon. So next time around, next weekend, when I go to my tournament, I will definitely be building the deck to where I'm not relied on the Max Dragon OTK. I mean, I definitely do want to turbo out Max Dragon, though, because that is a problem cut for a lot of decks now. Because like I said, a lot of people in my tournament actually didn't realize that that card cannot be targeted, which they found out then they had a problem on their hands because they had no way of getting rid of that card. Kaijus are not being mained anymore. Nor cited. I didn't see anyone citing Kaijus, which was kind of shocking to me. So I didn't see one Kaiju card today, which was kind of good on my part. Kaijus I do lose to. So, but overall the deck, like I said, I would bump up the melody if I do take out the King of D2. Definitely bump up the melody to 3 instead of 2. I was only running 2 because I was correct when I said I was going to get cloggy at 3, because 2 I'd seen it enough. But 3 I do want to see it more, especially if I'm taking the King of D, because I have no way of searching it now. So, yeah, I mean, and then the extra deck itself, I definitely would try to incorporate the Unicorn and the Griffin. Definitely put the Seraphonite in there. And I would definitely put the Borlord Dragon, because Borlord Dragon I really wish I had. I'm definitely going to try and pick one up when the tins come out. Definitely grab the tins for Borlord Dragon. Because Borlord Dragon would have came in clutch if I would have had it instead of had Deco Talker. And I'm like, half of the time I was really wishing that was the Borlord Dragon, not the Deco Talker. I was do Deco Talker in there just to get myself another Link monster to extend my plays more. So, but I would be on the fence about putting another Goblin in my deck, because Goblin was just so good that game. I don't know if I would actually ever go into 2 though. That would be the thing. Definitely would go into 1. Like I said, I did go into Goblin a lot today, and it did, extend my place even more. So, like I said, that's a $9 investment I ever made. In my main deck, definitely would probably put in the Brilliant Fusion NG. I would really consider putting this other card this guy gave me an idea on, which was this Ritual Gate. Gotta look more into it. I guess it's supposed to protect my Max Dragon even more than what I have. Which I definitely would have to look at that card. I don't have any ideas what this Ritual Gate or Cage does. So, definitely look into that card. But the way he was explaining it to me, it sounded really, really good. So, definitely would look into that. And there was the rank 8 NG. Someone mentioned it on my same guy, Rogue Gym Knight player. I think that was his name. Also, a few other players at my locals asked me why I didn't run the rank 8 NG. I'll explain it again of why I don't run it, because I see myself not going into it as often as I would like to. And if I was playtesting it online, and I'll go into that in a second too, about playtesting. But when I was playtesting it today, I never wished I had that rank 8. It never came up in my head. A lot of times I was like, oh, another Link monster, because Link monsters are just that strong. They're stronger than rank 8s. So I would always rather have a Link monster in that deck than the rank 8 NG. I can understand where that rank NG becomes really, really good. But the concept of my deck, the rank 8 really doesn't do anything. So that's why I didn't put it in there. That's why I would never put it in this type of deck. If it was a pure Blue Eyes deck, then that would definitely change, and I would see that rank 8 actually be more useful. But in my deck, it's not really that useful because of the concept I'm trying to do with the deck. And then once I explained it to this guy, he actually understood it. And he basically said, oh, okay, now I can see it. I'm like, yeah, if I had those 3 extra deck space cards for the rank 8s, which would be Matter, Galaxy, and Photon, then I could use for Warlord, Skull Dread, which are better cards for me because I need that consistency really bad. And then also Warlord gets me out of problematic cards. So that was my reasoning. Yes, definitely would pick up Skull Dread too. Skull Dread, I really wish I had to. There's a lot of cards I really wish I had in that deck. After playtesting it this weekend, playtesting online is a lot different. I'm seeing in real life now. I'm beginning to see that now, so I'm not going to base my deck anymore off of my online testing, because online meta is a lot different in real life. I already knew that, but I didn't know how much of an impact or the big difference was until I went this weekend. And then I seen that, oh, well, this card isn't really that good. Then it was online. 'Cause online, it performed really well. So I'm sure a lot had to do with, like, you know, the different types of decks that are being played right now than online. I think that's it. I covered everything for my deck. Overall, though, like I said, I'm definitely going to be picking up these cards, the Brilliant Fusions, the Third Melody, and I'll be taking out the Card of Coincidence. I'll be taking out the Pot of Desires, the King of D's, putting in the Gem Knight Monster for the Brilliant Fusion, and on my extra deck side, definitely make room for the Seraphonite, because Seraphonite's really good. It's really, really good. I can see how it could be good because it's just like Goblin, and Goblin like I said, performed really, really good this weekend for me. That's it for my video here. Hopefully you guys liked it. If you guys did, hit that like button. Also, if you guys haven't already done it, subscribe to my channel. And also hit the notification bell so you guys get notified every time I upload a video. Also, if you guys want to, follow me on my Twitch channel. This guy from 619. I do Duel Links plays on there. And if you guys want, I'll play with you guys. Just go ahead and follow me. Hit me up. Let me know you guys want to play, and I'll be more than happy to play with you guys. Also, if you guys want to wait for my videos and you guys want to know how I do on my local tournaments, you guys go ahead and follow me on my Twitter. I do tweet my results and everything, my thoughts on the matchups and everything. I did that last weekend. I'm probably going to start doing that now, just tweeting out my results, so you guys don't have to wait for my videos to see how well my deck did. And that's it for my video here. Hope you guys liked it, and I'll see you guys later, and I'll see you on my next video.